Good evening. My name is Curtis Carpenter. I am with Group 12, and we're going to go over our presentation. Um, like I said, I'm Group 12. This is the Band in the Box presentation. Our group consists of myself, Larry Aker, Ryan Gimby, and Scott Sterling. Um, the first slide that we'll be looking at is the problem and definition requirements. In these following slides, we look at problem statement, design requirements, and the top design goals and criteria. Uh, we, as Group 12, have been commissioned to work on a project for Maroon 4. Um, what we're trying to do is reduce the size of their instruments and get them to fit in a 2x2x2 uh, box, and then construct each instrument for $15 a piece. Um, these will also consist of string, wind, and percussion. We will have to double one of those to meet the requirements because there are 4 people in our group. Um, and we're going to be looking at the hit songs that they're wanting us to produce for them. One is Ode to Joy, second one is the ASU Alma Mater, and the last one is the ASU Fight Song. As you can see here, we've got the design requirements that are listed out. Um, I'll go over a few of them here pretty quickly. It has to be experimental and unique. The ability to travel must contain at least 4 instruments, since we're a group of 4. Play at least one of the following, which we have chosen to do the ASU Alma Mater. We have to contain at least all 3 of these instruments, 1 wind, 1 percussion, and 1 string, but we will have to double up on one of those. It also has to fit in a 2x2x2 square box, and cost as little as possible. So we're looking at a $15 constraint. Also needs to be aesthetically pleasing, and also suggested to be creative and innovative. We will also have to build and demonstrate these. We will have to produce one of their hit singles, which we've chosen, Alma Mater. Must be documented well, be combined sketch components, fit into the stage box. We also are looking at a total cost of $60 for the box, and there's also some other minor things such as $1 flat fee for painting and materials that can't exceed 6 feet or 10 feet for pipe and piano wire. We'll all have 1 song that we'll need to produce, and we'll be responsible for producing each one of the pieces of this song. And we're also required to keep a collaboration report and prepare 2 oral presentations of the design process. And we will also need to track our cost. The other item that we're going into are the design goals and criteria. So one of those, like I said, being cost. The other being size. The aesthetics, obviously, music or sound and tone. Our ease of use, portability, and robustness is what we have chosen as our design criteria. And then this is my drawing of instrument number 1, which is low voice for string for the Alma Mater. As you can see here, I've got a 2 centimeter tall oak slab. I've indicated the measurements on that oak slab, where we're going to be spacing and putting frets, pressing plastic frets to where we can adjust the length of the string on the go. Also, it's very small width. It's just 4 centimeters wide. Very low construction costs, like we said. couple of reasons that we chose this design was the durability. It has a certain rigidness to it, and we can change the color. There's a certain aesthetic that comes with the oak that was chosen. Um, and then we're also going to look at color options such as neon coloring, the plastic wedges, which are the frets. The physics of the design is it's a single stringed instrument. It goes over two higher frets. Those two higher frets allow it to ride over the top of these other frets with a clearance of about 0.01 centimeters, and this allows the person operating the instrument to press down on the string at the desired note location.
My name is Larry Aker. I'm part of Team 12. My chosen instrument is a percussion instrument modeled after the kalimba. As you can see on my slide 10, 11, 12, and 13 all show a detailed drawing view of my instrument with given dimensions and the 11 different tones the instrument will have to play for the song Alma Mater. On slide 14, I go over the unique design features made of wood panels, spring steel tines we cut to calculated lengths to produce 11 notes for the Alma Mater song. I'll be doing the mid-high voice. I'm going to paint the kalimba maroon and gold to promote band colors. I've got physics calculations using MATLAB all entered in, and which gives me my cut lengths to produce the desired frequencies, and all the calculations can be shown in slide 14. In slide 15, I show that I satisfy all the requirements by commuting on their budget, playing all the required notes, having a small footprint, and being attractive colors. Slide number 16 shows that my total cost is only $10.05 to produce this instrument.
Design 3 is a simple, one-string guitar-like instrument. This instrument is approximately 1.5 meters long, and it breaks down into 3 sections with 2 door hinges, so that each section is half a meter long and can fit into the 2x2x2 stage box. The overall length was determined by calculating the string length required to achieve all the notes that are in the mid-low range for the song ASU Alma Mater. Interesting material includes an empty water bottle for sound amplification and 2 door hinges for the breakdown. As per slide 18, the physics of Design 3 and the design features are broken down here. Now looking at slide 19, the cost for Design 3 comes in at $13.52, so it comes in under the $15 requirement.
Hi there, Scott Sterling from Team 12. You will see on slide 20 my design proposal. Slide 21 covers design features and my physics of the design. My projection has me coming in substantially below budget.
So our justification on this is it's a simple design that allows a novice to be able to play similar design to a guitar, and having the frets on it and the fretboard. It allows the player to press the string over the frets to adjust the length of the string. Differences is that we are going to label behind each fret to let you know what note you're actually pressing when you're pressing it. And then also there's similar systems, as I mentioned, the guitar. They do require a little bit of musical talent. You obviously have to be able to know what length to play the notes for.
My justification slide starts on slide 27. It's easy to build. It's current to similar design technology as the kalimba. It's low cost, easy to use for practice. It will function similar to a piano. The box will amplify the plucked bars to generate the tones at the determined frequency lengths. It will perform similar to a kalimba, which has been in production and has been made for 3,000 years. I've got a source cited for that, and I also cite the fact that I use MATLAB for all my calculations. I use a design concept, 3 different ones. The first one was small cups and buckets, the second was a cantilevered bar, which I turned into the kalimba, and a synthesized instrument. Using a decision matrix, we came to the conclusion that design 2 best fit all of the constraints or the criteria of cost, size, aesthetics, music, ease of use, portability, and robustness.
A brief explanation of comparable designs and their performance is stated. Design 3 is as minimal as you can get, give it the bargain basement variety. Slide 31 now brings us to the side-by-side comparisons of the 3 string designs that were created. Finally, slide 32 displays the decision matrix with the decision to go with design 1 that's listed in the matrix. Thanks.
I cover the decision matrix and designs that I have worked with to get to my final decision. Thank you.
Through our design process, and to conclude, we found that simple instruments were the best application for several reasons. We knew that a lower budget and given the constraint of being under $60 for the entire box, simplicity was something that we needed to look at. We also needed to have a certain rigidness to the devices and make sure that that simplicity carried over to that and allowed for us each to be able to make sure that this item could be constructed and carried. We also wanted to make sure that it was an easy item to use or an easy device to use, and I think we fulfilled all that. Thank you for your time.
And on the last slide, you can see that I did cite my source for the kalimba, showing its history and its practicality and use. Thank you.